Really? Guess what, peeps? Guess what? Yeah, I did it again. I did a whole weekly oracle card reading, and I didn't turn on the camera. Isn't that awesome? I am so happy about that. Can't you tell? I think I need a beer. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the Pixie Palace. I am laughing because I cannot believe how many times I have done this silly mistake. Go through a whole video, don't turn on the record button, and yeah, we're gonna try this again. So much fun. As we're getting out of the new moon in Gemini, which is my season, we are dealing with a lot in the world. I can't say it's all positive out there at all, and it's really been very tough for a lot of people. It's been stirring up a lot of anger, a lot of negative emotions, understandably, me included, and it is so odd because in my own individual life, things are so light. A lot of things are going really well. I'm really in my creative flow. So I'm not sure if you guys are feeling that as well, but it's really interesting, the contrast. And we're going to be seeing a lot of that, the contrast. Because as we take in all the negative energy in the world, we have a choice as to whether to be reactive or proactive. And I've noticed that even in my little everyday events. As of late, and I'm not going to say I do this all the time, even though I would love to say I do, but I don't. I'm going to be real. I have been choosing to be proactive to a lot of different things that usually take me off or that might hang on to, resentment or whatever. I would let it ruin my whole day and all that. And I've been actually testing myself because there's certain things like I'll spill something or drop something, or Timmy will drive me crazy because I'll clean around his litter pan, then he gets litter all over the floor right after I clean it. Yeah, that's a real thing. And just little weird nuisances that we all deal with in our lives. And usually I'll be reactive, I'll be grumbling, and even though I'm a positive person, I definitely have my moments. I grumble and, I might say, oh, Timmy, come on. After that, I don't react. I've been proactive. I'll just clean it up, deal with it, and go on my merry way. And I've noticed how much of an effect it's had on the rest of my day and even my life in general. It really, really is amazing how much you focus on something or become attached to something, how that will affect different parts of your life. And a message I'm feeling right now is to take a look at certain things you may be reactive to this week. Things you may subconsciously not even think about. And it is talking more about the negative reactions, but maybe even overly positive reactions as well. It's all about balance. Balance is a main key word I keep hearing, and that's a mantra I always have in my own life. I don't always achieve it because it's an ongoing thing you have to maintain, but I'm always about balance, because when we have too much of something or react too much in a certain way, it really is not healthy, and it really hinders any type of growth that we have, whether it's short term or long term. So basically, I've noticed that, for example, when I just deal with the situation, I don't attach myself to any emotion with it, things have been flowing better. I've been more in my creative flow. Like, for example, I don't hit the record button. I could have been like, oh, F it, and just not done the video. Well, what good would that do? That doesn't solve anything. I would just stew about it and be mad about it, thus wasting my energy and wasting my day. And while it's very, very tempting to do that, I decided, you know what, I'm going to laugh about it and just keep on rolling. And believe me, I'm sure I'm not the first content creator to have gone through something like that. So that's something just to keep in mind this week. And as we get into these cards, I still can't believe I didn't hit the record button. Yes, you can probably hear me mention that a few times. Sorry. It's a real thing. As we get into the cards, we are using my usual card deck, Oracle of the Fairies by Karen K. And we're going to have the other card for your own individual direction at the end. The Universe Has Your Back by Gabriel Bernstein. So we're sticking with the same cards as we did last week. I feel a good energy from them still. So we're going to shuffle the cards and see what the universe has to say. Oh my goodness. All right. So as I shuffle the cards, I just want to remind you, all these readings are timeless. So if you're watching this video not on the week of June 5th, that's okay. Everything is timeless. Whenever you feel pulled to watch this video, that is the time that is meant for you. Take what resonates for you and discard the rest. So, and as we get into this, take a moment and clear your mind. Inhale for 3 seconds. And exhale for 5. Let's shuffle one more time. And then we'll be good to go. All right. Okay, so let's see what the universe has to say. And I'm recording, okay. Not a bad one. We've had this one before. It's funny about these repeated messages. Ask for help. And it's all about the love. The green color is about being true to your own heart. And it's all about unconditional love. And this card says, angels are celestial beings who protect everyone. And the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. Now, your belief systems may be different. Anything really applies. They say angels here. If you believe in angels or spirit guides, the universe, Jesus, God, all of it's correct. So whatever resonates for you. It could also be asking loved ones for help. This can come in so many forms. But this week you are told to put your pride aside. Know it's okay to ask for help when you genuinely need it. And you know the difference, whether intuitively you know you need help, or maybe that little extra support, or if you're just asking for help just because you don't feel like doing something. There's a big difference. So be discerning when it comes to that. But regardless, your spirit guides and your angels are always there when you need them. You just have to ask. It's kind of like the universe. The universe is always there to support you with whatever you're going through or whatever you need help with, but you have to take the first step. It's the same thing with angels and spirit guides. You have to ask them for help. Some people choose to allow angels to come in and protect their home, or even their spirit guides if they do that, and or to kind of watch over them and help give them a nudge here and there when they need it. And you'll feel that in your intuition or certain signs that you pick up on. But you do have to ask them. And this message is actually especially important for those of you who are not used to asking for help. Me included, a lot of us are very independently minded. We are determined to do it all on our own, all ourselves. We may help others, but we don't necessarily ask for help ourselves because we feel we can do it all. And that's not healthy. I'm telling you from someone who was like that most of her life. I now know that was not a healthy thing. And I still battle with that sometimes. So I'll go all the way down to, I don't need help with anything. I can handle it on my own. So sometimes we just need to ask for help, even for those of us who feel we don't need it. Yes, you can use it. Even if everything is going well, Maybe you need the traffic cleared, or maybe you just need a little extra happiness boost, like see something beautiful. Because there are some days that's really hard, and sometimes we go, what are we doing this for? I mean, it's a normal thing to ask ourselves. We all have that moment. And then it always seems at that moment, we'll see something or hear something or experience something that really puts it all together, really clicks. I've even had times where I don't have a whole lot of strength in my hands. So there was a few times I had a bottle or a jar I could not open. I had one of those rubber thingies, that you use to open the lids, and my hands were hurting and I could barely get it open, and I was like, I'm the only one here, so I had to get it open. Timmy can't do it. So at first I thought it was silly, but I thought, well, what the heck, I have nothing to lose. I asked for spiritual assistance. I said, can you guys give me a hand here? And I actually say it like that, and what do you know? All of a sudden I could open it. And you could debate whether I loosened enough that it just happened to do that. But it's happened quite a few times as well. So it could be for something minor like that. It doesn't have to be a big, huge thing. I think for me personally in my journey, I'm noticing that things don't always have to be grandiose or large to be significant. Even the tiny little things all add up to something big. And I think that's the beauty of life in general. That's why change can be beautiful. It doesn't have to be these leaps and bounds and bragging about it everywhere. It can be something simple as doing one little step each day and seeing that change in hindsight. It's really, really quite a beautiful thing when you think about it. So when we ask for help, especially with spiritual guidance, always show gratitude, always show appreciation, because it's really, really important to be in that energy. Gratitude is everything. Gratitude really attracts even more beautiful things to come into your life. Because when the universe sees that you're grateful for what you already have and not what you don't have, and you're in that prosperity energy and not in the energy of lack, it knows that it can give you more beautiful things because you'll appreciate it. It'll actually start blessing you in so many ways, in tenfold. And I really think that's important to keep in mind when we ask for help, whether it's spiritual assistance or even someone here in our physical reality. It's really important to be appreciative. And it could be just a thank you or a hug or being there for them when they need help, or maybe just doing something nice for them just because, but not for any personal gain. So it's really interesting how help can come in so many forms. Sometimes when you ask for spiritual guidance, they'll send someone in your physical reality to help you. Like if your car breaks down, you go, oh, please help me, God. And all of a sudden someone comes along and helps you change that tire. It's really a beautiful energy exchange. And I think the more we realize that it's not weak to ask for help, it's good to ask for help. That's a strength, as long as we do it in the right energy. So, I really like this card because it's about time we start helping one another. Pay attention to your intuition, because that's your higher self guiding you. Always trust your intuition. Even if you can't understand it, because the mind always wants to understand, always wants to analyze everything and comprehend it. And if we can't come up with a logical answer, it wants to dismiss stuff. That shouldn't always be the case. When it comes to asking for help, sometimes trusting your intuition, you'll know which direction to go in. But it's a matter of honing that skill and really listening to yourself. So this is a very nice message this week. Ask for help. Pray a little more. Meditate a little more. If you're not into any of that, just be mindful of knowing that you are supported and you can ask for help anytime. And it may not always come in the form you expect. A lot of things don't in many ways. I think that's another thing we have to kind of let go of what we expect things to look. Things would go a lot smoother otherwise. But it's a learning process like everything else. So this week, ask for help. Okay. So that's the message for this week. Now we're going to get into the individual card, or the universe has your back. And it's going to be interesting to see what this card is. For myself, I don't really have any topic I'm really concerned about. Everything has been going pretty smoothly and nicely this past week. I've actually really been in a good place, so pray that continues for a while. And so for me, it'll just be more whatever message the universe wants to give. So, all right, so let's go. This is such a perfect message. When I lean toward love, I am led. There you go. That's your message for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I do hope the message has helped you in some way. Please leave a comment down below if there's something that you really took from this video. I would love to know where you're all at and how you're all doing. And I'd love to start a conversation. So don't be shy. Leave the comment below and I'll be sure to answer you. And of course, please click like and subscribe if you like this kind of content, as well as Timmy's adventures as well. We have a whole mishmash on this channel, as you guys know. It really helps my channel grow and be seen, and for anyone who needs to hear these messages as well. Our Pixie Dust community is growing more and more, and I'm so grateful for all of you being here. I love each and every one of you. So have a beautiful week. If you do videos, remember to hit that record button. Trust me, you'll save a lot of time. Keep going for your dreams and know you are enough. Until the next time, to know yourself is to know your truth. Namaste.
Know yourself is to know your truth.